There's a lot of things happening at Halcyon Rise lately, from our 6 new displays just opening, our 100th homeowners moved in recently, and our facilities are now coming online. We've got a lot of news to share with you today. We've recently opened our pickleball and barbecue pavilion facility, so homeowners now have access to 4 magnificent pickleball courts, which are lit, so you can not only use them in the daytime, but you can also go down and play pickleball at night. That's accompanied by our barbecue pavilion, a couple of barbecues, beautiful place to sit, and which then flows out nicely onto our recreation lawn. A nice place where you could put a rug down for a picnic, but best of all, what it offers is what our projects have become famous for, which is offering space and lots of green space. In addition to that, our recreation precinct overlooks Flinders Park. It's a regional park that we're building on behalf of the council, and we're looking forward to that opening in the next couple of months as well. So there really is plenty of things happening right now.
Tim and I have lived on the Albert River.
We like the open space, and we like our swimming pool, and we had chickens, and up until recently we had bees, and it was really quite a rural lifestyle we had.
Yeah. But we decided to downsize because it's just getting too much for us, too much to take care of. And
we thought at Halcyon Rise, because it was a rural sort of atmosphere, which was what we're used to, so we thought it wouldn't be such a major change to come to Halcyon Rise.
I'm looking forward to Halcyon Rise because I will be buying a new home, a brand new house. I've never had a brand new house, or we've never had a brand new house before. So being able to choose our own house and colours and garden, I'm really looking forward to that.
And I'm looking forward to not having to maintain an old house that's always been the case here.
And I'm also looking forward to that sense of security, being in a community. I think that's something that I think is becoming more important as we get a bit older, and you can walk out of your house and know that there's going to be someone, a neighbour or a new friend that will be there just to help look after it. Yeah, that's another important one for us. I think Halcyon Rise is such that, there's that big open parkland, and now we'll be on the Logan River, so there's still going to be that sense of openness that we don't have the responsibility of, but we've still got access to. I think that will be really nice, and we know our dogs will love that, to go walking and, be part of that,
So we have 6 new display homes that have just come online, and many people know a Halcyon home, but what we've introduced here at Halcyon Rise is what we call the Easy Living Home series. We have a saying that downsizing is relative, so it depends what you're coming from as to how big a home that you actually want. And so these homes have been designed specifically to enable people to enjoy a bigger lifestyle. They can travel more, easier to look after home, and best of all, it's at the right price. In the Easy Living series, we have 2 options that you can choose from. One, the Allura, and secondly, the Beachmont. Both of these homes have been carefully designed to offer minimum maintenance with maximum style.
Coincidentally, I'd just been to an information seminar run by the S3A that had been talking about the Queensland Manufactured Homes Act, and I thought, this sounds like a good deal to me. It's not a retirement village, it's, it sounds like it's something that might suit us. So we came and have a look.
We lived at Wishart in a large house, and the boys moved out and we were rattling around in it, and we went out to Mundulum to have a look at a house on the First Ridge, and we had a 20-year plan to stay there for 20 years, then move on, downsize again. But things happen, and we've changed our mind. We've found Halcyon Rise.
Yes, let's see, we're on 4,500 square metres where we are, which is a lot of work and mowing and pruning and all of that, that you get with an acreage property. The other thing is, like our home is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's was built to our specs. It's quite luxurious. So the other thing we liked about here was you're not going to compromise your standard of property because the houses here are of the highest standard, in my opinion. Been impressed with all the display homes. So that was another thing that made up the mind for us. And they're spacious, even though you're downsizing. We are very private people, so there's that aspect where you come into your space and close the door, and that's all out there. And that's, even if you're living in a community like this, that's very doable as well, because the homes here are quite separate entities. So I think that's another aspect that will suit us. We can come in, close the doors, just the two of us. We don't have to be out socialising unless we choose to be. So that's important.
The size of the community is a factor too.
Yeah, it's not too huge.
It's not too big.
Yeah, it's 320 homes, I think, whereas some of them have more than double that, so that just a smaller community appealed to us too.
Our community is building really nicely now. Towards the end of last year, our 100th home actually settled on site, and we now have over 200 people living and calling Halcyon Rise home. So for us, we love building communities. This is a really exciting time for this project. Come down and see us. We think you'll like what we're providing here at Halcyon Rise.